Now, his body was taken from this car behind me. I'm going to move out of the way so you could see it. Now, as you can see, the windshield is actually shattered. The fall of the Assad regime led to celebrations from Damascus to downtown Chicago, but it also creates an unstable situation.
We've been here since 10 a.m. this morning. We're ringing these bells for the Salvation Army, and that money is going to help for youth and family services, for veterans programs.
Congress has until tomorrow to avert a looming government shutdown after a bipartisan spending deal collapsed yesterday. 472 young women will be coming to Camp Tapawingo this summer to learn leadership skills, taking care of an animal, and patience. It's skills they'll take with them for the rest of their lives. 2 men were injured earlier. One we do know was shot in the head, and the other we don't know the extent of their injuries. This morning, our own reporter Jack Wozikas is live at the ICC campus. Now, Jack, what does turnout look like so far? If the move is approved, the Bears would call Hammond, Indiana, their new home in the Wolf Lake area right across state lines. Love is in the air in Peoria, and it's helping put food on the table. A Royal Remembrance is hosting a Valentine's Cabaret to benefit the Westmark Food Bank. It's called Curses or Kisses, Love Me or Leave Me.
What's funny about this?
Story of my life. I'm here for that. Well, okay, so that special was filmed at the iconic Apollo Theater in Harlem. What was so significant about choosing that venue? There have been about 175 people who have cast their ballot here at ICC North, and they're planning on having upwards of 3,000 people here in total today. New this morning, a Peoria man who was arrested in Texas has returned to Illinois to face first-degree murder charges. 27-year-old Mikhail Williams facing 1 count of first-degree murder in connection to the death of 34-year-old Arlen Bermudez Castellon. The tickets are going to be slightly more expensive, but it is for such an important reason. Let's talk about why. Roughly 65,000 mental health calls are made to 911 across America every single day. In addition, 16 to 20,000 calls are made to 988 daily. It's a number that's grown by 80% since the Suicide and Crisis Lifeline was created in July of 2022. Right here in Peoria, in the last year,
we responded to over 250 calls for service, and we served over 130 clients.
Created in November of 2024, the $5.9 million in grants was given from the Illinois Criminal Justice Authority. Those funds now held by the Peoria Police Department.
As our first shift co-responder, I start my morning at 6:45 at roll call with the first shift police officers. So it allows us to touch base, see who's on duty, communicate about a client if we need to.
When needed, they get activated by radio. Showing up to the scene, they evaluate the requirements of every situation.
Be able to create that connection and give them that emotional support, help them rebuild their life into what they want is the most important thing that we do.
Done differently across the country, it's a game changer for those involved. Law enforcement, mental health experts, and victims alike all benefiting from the partnership.
The co-responder model is actually a successful model that has been implemented throughout the nation, and communities tend to overall do better if they have a mental health responding unit.
We're asking law enforcement to have an extremely humongous range of skills. They're supposed to be parents, they're supposed to be enforcing the law, they're supposed to be mental health professionals, all of these things. And it's not necessarily feasible for one person to be able to do.
Now, the co-responder unit hosting open house events. It's all for the community, police, and clients alike to know there is always a helping hand, whether it be their unit or resources throughout central Illinois.
I feel like I can make a huge difference immediately, and that you don't get anywhere else.
In Peoria, Sheridan Hurtig, WMBD News. For every wish we're able to grant, there's another child with critical illness waiting for theirs. That's what Make-A-Wish does, and it's impacted lives right here in central Illinois. William Lutz is a 5-year-old boy who was born with transposition of the great arteries. It's a condition where his aorta and pulmonary artery were switched in location. To fix the condition, he had open heart surgery soon after birth.
And from that point on, he had some complications and kind of a slow process of getting better. He had some airway issues and some other things going on that made his recovery process a little bit more difficult.
Doctors told William's parents, Teresa and Mike Lutz, about his condition when she was pregnant. Shortly after he received open heart surgery, Make-A-Wish contacted them.
That's when his journey started, and he decided that he wanted to go to Disney World.
Make-A-Wish confirmed plans in 2020, right before COVID-19 hit. He was 3 at the time. Once the world opened back up, the wish came true in October of 2022.
We were very excited when we found out that that would happen, just because I would say almost weekly he would say, am I going to get my wish? Am I going to get to go to Disney World? And I would say yes, yes. And I would, just was hopeful that that really would happen.
And once it did come true, Make-A-Wish had the process solidified perfectly.
They really made it very seamless, I feel like. They really tried to watch out for us. We had a good plan in getting there.
As for William,
What was it like being at Disney World?
Amazing.
What was your favorite part?
Tower of Terror.
now it's a memory they all carry fondly. After the trip, Make-A-Wish gave the family a Give Kids the World Pass to allow them free or reduced entry into museums and amusement parks around the country. William just finished his first season of soccer and his future outlook is positive. But the journey doesn't stop there because everybody can make an impact on a child's life who's struggling with critical illness. By donating to Make-A-Wish or taking steps physically at the Walk for Wishes on October 15th at Donovan Park. To sign up, just go to the Make-A-Wish website. In Peoria, Sheridan Hurtig, WMBD News.